Hello, good morning. Uh, it's morning over here. Thank you for registering for this academy, animation academy. It's been very awesome, to have people to mentor on this. So let's get right into it. First of all, I'm going to explain the interface of After Effects, although depending on the version you're using, but I recommend that you use an earlier version, at least 2017 down to 2022. Okay, mine is 2022. I enjoy using the latest a lot, except I have issues, but I don't, so I enjoy using the latest. So make sure to have something that is earlier or early enough. Okay, so that's something you should know. So today I'll be discussing about the interface of After Effects. So try as much as possible to make this tutorial as quick as possible. Okay, here I have the screen that describes maybe if you have a work like thumbnails of your work or something. Okay, if you have a work that is already ongoing, like I have these jobs I just did for myself, so they just show you here on the screen. Okay, you can close it if you want, or you can go for the new project, but you can always start up new project from file menu. And if you don't have this screen, you can always start up from new projects. That's new, then new project. Okay, so that's what we use, and I think we can just start from here. New project. All right, what you see here is my settings for the After Effects I'm using. Okay, by default this is not how it will look like, so I'm going to reset it. Okay, from workspace, but okay, I have saved this as Mac laptop. All right, so I'm going to, since I've saved it, I'm going to go back to the default, which is here, default. Okay, so by default it's arranging itself the way it's supposed to be. By default it has a default look, and we reposition it anyway, like it allows you to configure it the way you want. Okay, it's like arranging it the way you like. You want to see your After Effects. I think it's still working. Or is it done? Oh, it's done. Okay, yeah. How do I have this here? I have something blocking my view here. Okay, that could be a particular plugin that is doing that. Just a minute, let me try to see if I can locate what that plugin is. Okay, I've seen it. I think it should be this. Yeah, I was correct. Let me see if I can try that default thing again. Workspace, essential, standard. All right, okay, standard. I think standard has it, but you're not still supposed to see these two plugins. Anyway, I think we can make do from here. Okay. One thing you just have to take note is that you can move things the way you want. Okay, you can move things, or if you've used Photoshop, which I expect you should use before you come to this animation course, is you have the ability to move panels. From one place to the other, you have the ability to move panels. Okay, panels are this, like what you have here. This is a toggle layer panel. I can decide to move it. Let me see if I can undock it. Okay, like this now on dock panel. Okay, so it's movable. This is a panel. This is a key fast plugin. It's seen in the Windows menu. All the panels checked are the ones that are viewed here or arranged here. Okay, so I can go down and you will see the key fast. Okay, if I uncheck it, it disappears. Okay, same thing with the layer. Okay, just go, you can uncheck it, the layer, and it disappears. So all this can be unchecked. All right, you can rearrange it the way you want. The most important thing that you just need, are the composition panel. This composition panel is very important for you. This is like your preview panel or your workspace. So don't try to close this panel. You can undock it and move it to a separate screen if you're using a dual screen monitor. Like me, I do that. Can take it to the next screen where you have a wider view. But most importantly is that you don't close it. Okay, you also have another layer that is important here. Is a project layer panel, right? The project panel, rather, please. Project panel is also very important. That's where all your projects that you are working with comes in. For instance, when you import, if you right click on the area of the project, is project open, and if you right click, you can import and import files, and when you import them, they stay here. Okay, I'm just going to pick anything I see first. Okay, so I can pick this and import, and it stays in my project panel. Okay, it stays there in my project panel. Okay, then the other important panel is the timeline. This is the timeline panel. Okay, if you don't see it, you can go to your Windows and you see timeline. So the three things I've mentioned is composition, project, and timeline. Okay, these three things are very important. Okay, there are others that are also very important, and they will come in handy as you progress. But let's make do with these three. Anyone that we want to use, we can always go to the window and pick them up. But okay, let's add render queue to it. Render queue is where your when you are through with a project in the composition and the timeline, you are all sure it's okay, everything is fine. You just simply render, Control M, add to render queue. So it automatically comes to the render queue here before you now render. Okay, depending on your version, you will see your render in a different look. Okay, so that's another thing you should take note of. Then there are some other things like this paragraph. Yes, it's necessary if you are dealing with text. The align layers, or the align, you see it here. They are necessary. So when you come to this place, align is necessary. Okay, and paragraph is necessary. Tools, yes, tools is very necessary. So make sure your tools, although by default all these things will just be there, everything I've listed will be there. Okay, the only thing is moving them to fixing the areas you want. You can adjust them. Like if this is too long, I can adjust it. The timeline, if it's too long, I can adjust it. Okay, well, I think it's okay like this. Okay, so you can adjust things the way you want. All right, so this adjustment, this flexibility in arranging things the way you want is one of the things that the After Effects gives to you, and it's a very good one. Okay, let me reset standard to the already saved layout. All right. Ouch, I thought I was gonna reset it. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, this is exactly how it looks like when it comes in. So now if I'm bringing in plugins, okay, I think it's a good thing I did that, so I'm going to bring in my plugins. So if I'm bringing in a plugin right now, like everything is reset right now. So if I'm bringing a plugin and I go to the workspace, the first plugin I want to bring in, sorry, not workspace, the first plugin I want to bring in is the animation keyframe wingman. Okay, we're going to need this a lot. So let me select this. So it comes out like this, and it has no home now or no space, so you have to specify where it's going to stay. The way I'm looking at this composition is too wide for me. I always see this as being too wide, so I can share space with all these panels here, so I can just bring it in. One of the things, when you drag at the, although depend on the version, but I trying to find that some versions, when you drag at the top, you find a blue glowing line moving, trying to tell you, do you want to fix it here. But in these latest versions, this is where we drag, not at the white point, but somewhere around here where the name of the panel is and the menu of the panel. Okay, so I can just come here, and by the time I move it, you start seeing those blue lines showing up. Okay, so wherever I want, I think I want to add it to this group here. I don't really like the info thing showing up. I don't like it showing up. I like to close it, so I close that panel, so I can only have audio and the keyframe share space there. Like, then I can adjust this so I can have more of that keyframe wigman, because in the end I'll be needing this. I'll be needing to do this. Okay, so that's why that is there. Then this comes with the animation composer, so let me get other things about it. Then the anchor point mover, definitely I need this, so I just take this and let me look for a place that is better. I think somewhere here is better, so here it's okay. I just think it's better here. I can be using it here. I will tell you the usefulness of all this. Okay, but so far, just arrange the things you can, especially if you have downloaded the animation composer and installed it. Okay, download it and install it. Maybe I'll do a video of that. But so far I've been able to explain the interface, okay, and how to arrange your panels for better use in when you're animating. Because when you're animating, you don't want to go into the menu, come click and click. Let them just be handy around and all that. So that's the beautiful thing about After Effects. Alright, thank you for watching this tutorial, and let's watch out for our next tutorial.